Welcome back, everybody. We start today with Ted Cruz getting heckled during a speech at a church. Pretty brutally. The heckler brings up Trump and levies an allegation. And this is interesting in and of itself, but one thing I want to examine for you is just how different politicians deal with hecklers. And I feel like it can give you a sense of the true charisma or lack thereof of someone. So we talked about DeSantis got heckled with a similar Trump's a pedo heckler, and he just kept going, yeah, get out of here, get out of here, get out of here, get out. And there was no charisma to it. You can leverage those moments to have a viral moment where you shut down a heckler, stand up for your king, Trump, whatever. But Ted Cruz and DeSantis both really struggle to make positive moments out of such things. So here's the clip, and if you'll get that Ted Cruz soundbite ready, Cole, it's just a tough time for pedo allegations to be floating around.
Let's stop attacking pedophiles.
Because he did actually accidentally say that. What did he say?
Let's stop attacking pedophiles.
So he's already has some headwinds facing him. But then this happened.
Policy, we should support Israel.
Trump is a pedophile!
But I want to close with this.
Before we look at his reaction, first, I like how he acts like he didn't hear it. I'm going to close with this. But if you're going to scream that, that's how you scream it. Did you hear it? It wasn't Trump's a pedophile. It was Trump is a pedophile. Listen to it again.
Trump is a pedophile!
But I want to close.
There were some dynamics there. The diaphragm was engaged powerfully.
Trump is a pedophile!
But I want to close with this. God bless you, son.
I feel bad for our podcast listeners because you can't see the look on Ted Cruz's face. It's like pride and discomfort, and you just tried to flirt with a girl and she slapped you down. Like all of those things are happening on his face. He's like, and I love our dorks. Dorks are great. So I'm just using this term because I can't think of a better one. But it's weird how people as dorky as Ted Cruz, just kind of as uninspiring, unlikable, become U.S. senators. Like he is of Texas, this huge state, one of the two senators, Ted Cruz. This guy, watch it again. Watch him. You could think of so many things. Oh yeah? Well, you're a pedophile. You could think of, that wasn't the best one, but you could think of good responses. Now, allegation aside, how you deal with what may be the substance, which is why won't Trump release the Epstein files? Maybe that was what the person's getting at. Is going to be a tough thing for Ted Cruz to deal with, for sure. Because his party right now is a part of a horrific cover-up. But it feels like you could handle it better than, God bless you, son. While we continue through this, please do. And we're going to do some comparing and contrasting of dealing with hecklers. Click the subscribe. Oh my gosh. Click the subscribe button. It was a late night last night. Below the video, that's how you support the show.
But I want to close with this. God bless you, son.
He's almost actually doing like the cartoon laugh. And I think he thought he nailed it. But I think he botched it. Similar to Ron DeSantis.
Hey, what's up? Hey, stop.
Is that your fucking legacy?
Get out of here.
You bow down to
Get
a
out of
fucking
here.
pedophile.
Get out of here.
You're a fucking pedophile.
Get out of here.
Donald Trump.
Get out of here. Get out of here.
Fuck you all.
So you used to have the closed circuit, so you would go.
So bad. So what do I mean? Well, let me give you a different example. Here was Barack Obama, I think back in 2018.
It's okay. You know, you're right. Don't curse in front of kids. Come on. Don't do that in front of kids. Come on.
So first, come on, don't curse in front of kids. Is like, oh, well, that's a good point. But then this is the more viral part. This is a Trump supporter, I think, yelling at him.
Was why, if you're supporting the other guy, you come to my rally. Go to their rally. Go talk about what you're for. Don't come hollering here.
So he was saying, I kind of skipped too far, but that why are you here at my rally? If you like Trump so much, go to his rally. Don't come hollering at me, was the wording. So a little bit better. You also have this.
Hold up. Hey, young man, just listen for a second. You know, you have to be polite and civil. When people are talking, then other people are talking, and then you get a chance to talk. Set up your own rally. A lot of people worked hard for this. Come on.
So there's a few different models. One is you try to argue with the heckler. Another is you try to reason with the heckler. Another is you kind of patronize them. You get a little professorial and you go, listen, we can't hear you. You're shouting. I'm talking. If you have something to say, go set up your own rally. A little bit of a dig in there. Now, this next one I hate. I hate to play it for you. I really do. Because the man you're going to see is truly one of the most destructive forces in politics. So this is not about applauding. Spoiler alert, it's Trump. But just to prove I'm not blinded by partisanship, this was even better than just going, come on, get out of here. Hey, come here. God bless you.
I did 3 rallies.
You've taken millions.
Thank you, darling. Thank you. Thank you. That's all right. Go home to mommy. Your mommy's waiting.
I would give anything to hear Barack Obama next time someone heckles him go, listen, your mama is at home. Go back home to mommy. That was good. I finally got an Obama. Yes. Yeah. So there's that. And then that Ted Cruz clip kind of reminded me of just, again, how are these the people that we pick? We have this huge country. We have so many charismatic people. We have people who are both smart and knowledgeable about policy and just come off likable. Why do we pick these ones? Ted Cruz has been senator for like my whole life from Texas. And this is the best that we got. And then he likes to go up and prove that he's some sort of funny guy. Moment.
Left is so bad. They're so unhappy. They're so pissed off. And by the way, if you were a liberal woman and you had to sleep with those weenies, you'd be pissed too.
The crowd was riveted by that point. And then you have this one, which was his favorite joke forever. Pronoun culture or something. Take a look.
I introduced myself to the crowd. I said, I'm Ted Cruz, and my pronouns are kiss my ass. And I gotta say, it was pretty wild because after I did that, Roseanne Barr, who was here, she put on a comedy special. And she stood up on TV and she said, I'm Roseanne Barr and my pronouns are kiss my ass. And I was like, hot diggity damn, I work in the Senate, but I get to write jokes for professional comedians on the side.
And he would say it at every event. Now, say what you will about gender, whatever, mania. When we had our gender mania or pronoun being a thing people were irritated about. Saying, I'm being asked to say my pronouns in meetings and in my bios and pronouns, right? Well, say whatever you want. I think we should all agree at this point in time that however you felt about woke in certain forms, in certain silly contexts of let's all say pronouns, however bad you perceive that to be, the reaction to it was twice as ludicrous. It's sort of like MAGA had this thing going where apparently a lot of people were getting irritated. I never experienced this, honestly. I was in college when this was the thing, and I didn't notice it being all this huge impediment to people's lives. But they were saying it was just driving them crazy that we were talking too much about gender swapping and switching and flipping and flapping and bopping. Bop it, twist it, pull it, right, with gender. And that I have to go on Zoom calls and everyone says, put your pronouns in your Zoom name. And it's like, I hate pronouns. But they botched whatever cultural winds were blowing their way by, at least in my perception, by responding to it. Now I'm going to take it 3 times as wacky. Like, my pronouns are kiss my ass. I get it. I get the joke. But also, that's not pronouns. So, I don't know. It's not that funny. But they thought it was so funny. And they all were their own little comedians. One other little Ted Cruz flashback from this old video. Don't judge me. From a couple years ago.
Taking inventory of the beer in your fridge, but nevertheless, Ted Cruz was standing somewhere and he had a beer in his hand and he had like 5 guys behind him, cowboy hats, and he like stood to the side and he's like, and anyone who wants to take my beer from me, they can kiss my ass. And then it was like the synchronized dance move, something that you'd see on Broadway. They all drank their beer together. And like there was like this long
about kiss my ass. Sorry,
I know,
asking a lot of people to kiss his butt.
Absolutely, yeah. It's just so strange. But the best part about the beer thing was the awkward pause from the studio back in Newsnight.
Yeah.
You could just tell they were probably like,
If they want us to drink 2 beers a week, frankly, they can kiss my ass.
And as we've gone through before, that was in response to a recommendation. Some government agency was like, hey, 2 drinks a week is maybe a healthy... Which, as we've gone over, 2 drinks a week, that's just not going to happen. That's just, what's the point? What's the point? Just so I can have 200 calories of no joy? Well, 2 drinks. Okay, so I get that, okay, not everyone's going to follow that. But it was a recommendation. And then they're acting like Biden was going to personally go take your beers. So Ted Cruz, I'll never understand how he's as successful in politics as he is, despite even people who vote for him telling me in Texas they don't like him.